Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I would like to share with you very briefly a different kind of Victorian book cover. So these are books that look like this and this. And as you may notice, the covers are very different from books that look like this, which are completely leather bound or have hard covers. So this style of book binding or book cover is called a pictorial binding, but it's also known as Mauchline Ware. Mauchline is a town in Scotland where this sort of artistry originated in the early 1800s. Now they used to print a lot of wares in terms of trinkets and boxes, and they would have different design patterns on it, but they would also have ferns and leaves transferred as well as chromolithographs, as we see in this particular book. The term Mauchline Ware is used by Ruari McLean in this book called Victorian Publishers Bookbindings. And since all of these books that you see in front of you are from the Ruari McLean collection, I think I'm going to trust him on that terminology. So looking at these books, we see a bound in green quarter Morocco and Mauchline Ware boards. We have some stenciled images of different leaves, and the inside edges and upper and lower covers are painted in gold. Most of these would be using sycamore or plain, and they're decorated with stenciling and litho transfers. Sometimes they would use tartan plaid as well, or ferns, as we see these floral motifs over here, or even photographs. After the procedure was done, these books would be heavily varnished as well. So over here, this green one is slightly different than the others, and here we have again Mauchline Ware boards. The upper cover has a chromolithographed illustration of a landscape. All of these books are poetry collections of different poets. Each of the contents would have been published in other formats at the time. Now sadly, these books are suffering a little bit. A lot of them have subdued to a little bit of foxing, but also they have been falling apart. Two of these have recently been repaired by our bookbinder on site, and this has been reattached using some Japanese paper and rice-based glue, but one of them is still falling apart and we need to repair it soon, whereas the other has been protected by some plastic. If you were to contrast these with some of our older texts, which are not falling apart, it seems like this Mauchline Ware binding is not as sturdy, and it causes the front and back cover to become heavy and detach a lot sooner. I hope you enjoyed this brief video on a different kind of book binding and book covers, and I will see you in our future video. Bye!